Once upon a time, in a small village far away, there lived a lad named Dummling. Now Dummling was good and kind, but he was very poor, and then a good fairy decided to help him. So one day, as Dummling was walking through the woods, he saw something shining through the leaves. A goose! A golden goose! Dummling picked up the goose and walked toward the big city. On the way, he met a sly hunter. When the hunter saw that the goose was of pure gold, he cried,
"That's my goose! I shot at it yesterday! Give it back to me!"
And the hunter tried to grab the goose away from Dummling. But as soon as he touched it, something very surprising happened. He could not let go. His hands were stuck fast. So Dummling continued toward the big city with the goose under his arm and the hunter tagging along behind him. Waiting behind a tree was a robber with a big club. When the robber saw that the goose was of pure gold, he jumped out from behind the tree and cried, "Give me that goose, you two, or I'll beat you with my club." And the robber tried to pull the hunter away from the goose. But as soon as he touched him, his hand stuck fast. So Dummling walked toward the big city with the goose under his arm, the hunter tagging along behind him, and the robber behind the hunter. They passed a fort where a soldier was standing guard. When the soldier saw what was happening, he cried, "Hold!" And he said to the robber, "You are under arrest." The robber replied, "Oh, come and get me." But when the soldier tried to pull the robber away, his hand stuck fast. So Dummling walked to the big city with the goose under his arm, the hunter tagging along behind him, the robber behind the hunter, and the soldier stuck fast to the robber. And then they came to the city where the king lived with his daughter Katinka. Now Katinka was the most beautiful princess in the world, and also the saddest. She just never laughed. The king was so worried about her that he promised that the first young man who could make her laugh would marry her and be a prince. Well, on that day the princess was leaning out of her window, looking sadder than ever.
What's that? A fight? No. A parade? No. Why, I declare, they're stuck together.
When the king heard Katinka laugh, he was so happy that he laughed too. And his prime minister laughed. And all his courtiers laughed. And the whole kingdom laughed. And Dumpling dropped the goose and married the princess. As for the hunter, the robber, and the soldier, well, for all I know, they may still be hanging on to that golden goose. But Prince Dumpling and his princess lived happily ever after.